We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And, Charles, if you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, here we go. 60, Cowboy 80.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Smith and Jigba downfield. They're going to be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw here. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Hit. 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Here's Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First down, here's Scatterbury. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing his Dart. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. From the gun, here's Dart. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Airing it deep for Fowler. He's got it with the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big connection on that one. 59 yards. 6-0 our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready? Ready? Liking it.
They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw now, Dart. That's to Cam Scatterbroo out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be up and bounds right at midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Let's go. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterbroo. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
In motion goes the tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run from the gun with Scatterbroo. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Give up the middle, Scatterbroo. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterbroo hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Seahawks. First down. First and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Out right to Smith-Njigba. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. 15 yards there for number 15.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Seahawks first down.
Come on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Pass is caught by Rondale Robinson. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw, Dart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Scatterboom going to run it out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw a dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Theo Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. 14.
Seahawks 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On the handoff, this is Scatterby. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Dart. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Horton. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Ready, set. Ready. Viking 18.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Panther 11. 19 Lions.
Metcalf motions left.
Let go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Fowler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker.
His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Seahawks have come back to make it a 2-point game.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Come on,
The
come on.
Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And
No thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
35-yard line.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Check up.
Throwing his dart. He's got this complete to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Now Dart.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Here's Dart.
And he is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Scannaboo.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He finds Smith and Jigba. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going right back to Walker. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
On the check.
That's another Seahawks. First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10.
Nike, Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 18-yard
Come on,
line.
come on. Hey. Crack all 80. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw here. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Giants 17. Michael picks up the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Now a second and 10. Throwing dart. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
An inside run with Scatterby to the 43, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. On the draw, it's Scatterboot. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run here with Scatterboot. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
On 4th down, here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Ready? Go!
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Giants 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scatterboot to start the drive. And he dives his way forward to right around the line of scrimmage, so nothing there that time.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, here's Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Dart. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This is Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to send him back on 2nd. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here comes 2nd down. To throw now, Dart. This pass deep for Okonkwo. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.